I'm using these, can't use those.
The thing with dates is that it's a very sweet flavor and you need to balance it with some savory flavors and some acid and some creaminess. I had gotten tickets to the ballet, and 2 days before I had to get my tonsils taken out. So instead of going to the ballet, we hung out at home and she bought me this really big milkshake. And it ended up just being this totally awesome night, kind of spontaneously, so I'm making a date milkshake today.
Carl's story sounds super cute, and hopefully it gets him a win. 23 left.
Are there flames at work over here?
Yes. A lot of my food has a sweet component. I like using currants, I like using dates. One of my favorite dates I've ever had with my wife was our 10th wedding anniversary in Paris. Norman Day's restaurant.
Just looking over at my wife, I had an absolute magical moment where I saw her and the wine was perfect and the food was perfect and it was just heaven.
We had this guinea hen stuffed with currants and it was just dynamite. I've made Ballantines in the past, no problem. Can I do that in 30 minutes? We're about to find out.
My wife, love of my life. We like cheese plates, but I'm lactose intolerant, so I went with goat cheese.
Is this?
Those are my burners. Please don't touch my burners.
I'm just trying to find one.
Jesus Christ. Giselle's crazy and unorganized.
Very little burners that actually like have flame.
She's driving me nuts. Careful with that.
Sorry.
17 minutes.
Jason, best date, buddy, go.
It was kind of our first fancy restaurant date.
I've been with my partner for 17 years now. One of my favorite dates, Harry and I went to a restaurant that was courting me to work there.
It ended up being kind of a life changer.
There was something about the simplicity of this roasted carrot dish when I had it for the first time. Instantly, I was like, I want to be cooking this food.
Hey, a little rinsey real quickie.
Oh, yeah.
They're young carrots caramelized in the pan with some cumin, brown butter, finished with some lime. So it has that savory Middle Eastern flavor from the cumin, which pairs really nicely with the sauteed dates.
Ouch! I went on a date, and I like the way it was very spontaneous. Do you know what I mean? A few months ago, I went on a blind date, and it was great. We had cocktails first, and then we went on a drive in a convertible, and it was really, really sweet and a little spicy. I actually think I'm gonna go for all of the different kind of dates because you don't know what you're gonna get when you go on a blind date. On a first date, you're nervous to eat heavy food, so I wanna make sure that it's a salad. I wanna add heat to it, like sweet and spicy, but not too much because, you know, I was still a lady. There was more than one date after. Okay, maybe PG-13. Like we softly made out. Like what do you want to say? Chad.
What's up?
Are you like down with this date thing?
Probably one of the best dates for me is just spending time with my daughters, having daddy dates.
I love that.
Sophia is very spicy and eccentric, and Bella is very sweet and playful, and their personalities play off of each other. So the dish is pan-seared halibut with a date and pine nut froth, and then some Zahidi date to go on top. That plays off of my daughters. And finding that balance is the biggest thing.
They're both very sweet.
That's how it should be.
Time?
10 more minutes. What was your best date, Philip?
When my wife and we actually used to date inside my restaurant after it closed.
We started dating at Stefan's restaurant. Stefan Richter, who was on Top Chef season 5, season 10. I was working there 7 days a week, open to close, and so I couldn't really have a normal date. And so I invited her to have dinner with me at 1:30 in the morning on like a Tuesday. I was expecting a big no, but she said yes. And after we closed the restaurant, I did like a 4-course tasting menu for her in the dining room. So I'm gonna make tuna sashimi over a date and apple puree. It's reminiscent of the kind of food that I used to make for her when we first started dating.
The first date we ever were on, I was wearing a chef coat and she was eating in the dining room as the only person in the restaurant.
Nice.
I believe in romance so much. I'm not like looking for that right now.
My boyfriend is the restaurant. It's like, what's the rush?
I'm definitely romantic when I need to be.
You have 5 minutes left.
Thank you, Padma.
5 minutes.
5 minutes!
5 minutes.
Woo, it's hot in here.
I get my Ballantine out of the oven. I cut it open. It's a little underdone. My heart drops in my goddamn boots. I'm I'm not serving rare chicken to these ladies. No way. So I get the pan back out and I pan sear it in some of the original juices it cooked in just to bring it up to temperature.
30 seconds, guys. Push.
Get it sliced out of the plate, get the date syrup on top of it.
Time's up. Hands up. Utensils down. Hi, Isaac.
Hey, Padma.
Meet Chrissy.
Hello.
Chrissy, it's very nice to meet you.
Pleasure. Nice to meet you.
The dish is chicken ballantine. I use the Majul dates as a sauce.
And you like the seasoning the way it is?
The Aleppo spice was intentional, the heat versus the sweet. The date I had was in Lyon from me and my wife's 10th wedding anniversary.
Did you guys do it that night?
Oh, you know we did.
Hi, Amar.
Hello. So what I made today was stuffed Majul dates.
Plate looks beautiful.
So pretty.
I took out my beautiful ex-girlfriend, so when I asked for the check at the end, she already paid for the meal. So in my head, I was like, she's a keeper.
So, but you didn't keep her.
Oh, she's coming back.
Oh, she's coming back? Hi, Chad.
How are you? This is a pan-roasted halibut. There's an orange salsa verde, and then I made a pine nut and Sahari date froth. The froth represents my daughters, you know, how bubbly they are.
So what makes it bitter? Is that orange?
It is, yeah, the orange peel.
So the date is only in the froth?
Yes, ma'am.
The actual date that I love to use Majul. My girlfriend's Venezuelan, and she makes arepas in the morning with pork tenderloin, little chilies, and dates.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Ladies. So what I did here is a seared branzino with a little bit of quinoa and a nice fennel and arugula salad.
Where are the dates?
The dates are actually in the vinaigrette. That's what I used to dress the salad with.
Nice job. I love the crispy skin.
Thank you.
Well, I did a braised fennel with a little orange, and underneath I did goat cheese. I have about 4 to 5 dates in there, and they were braised and then peeled. Me and my wife, we like to eat cheese plates, and so it just kind of reminded me of her when I saw the goat cheese.
I haven't had these kind of flavors put together before, and I gotta say, they're nice together, so thank you.
So this is a little roasted baby carrots with deglet noor dates with a little brown butter, cumin, lime, and pine nuts.
And did you want this much char on all the vegetables and the date?
Yep.
I enjoy what you did with it, with the crazy punch in the face of spice.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Meet Chrissy.
Chrissy, pleasure.
Nice to meet you. Today I made for you a Goan fish curry. And some naan, so you can eat it all together.
Despite so many strong flavors in this, the dates really shine through, so it's nice to taste. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's inspired by a date with my spouse who's a vegetarian. So they are blue cheese stuffed hot dates with a date tomato sauce and smoked cinnamon hazelnuts.
Thank you, Karen.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
This is a date milkshake. When my wife and I first started dating, I was trying to impress her and bring her to the ballet, but I had to get some wisdom teeth out. So she came over and she brought like 2 huge milkshakes. So I thought a milkshake would be fun today.
Thank you, Carl.
Yeah.
Hi, Giselle.
Hi. I recently went on a blind date. We ate something light because we want to feel like sexy. So hence the really light salad. And then it got a little PG-13 spicy. So I used like arugula and watercress, and I put some spice on the nuts.
Very nice. I think the spice is really good on it.
Thank you.
How's it going?
Thank you.
Hello.
What did you make?
It's tuna crudo. The sauce on the bottom is fresh peaches and zahidi dates.
I like the peach puree. I feel like a little baby. It's tasty, though. It's nice.
Thank you.
You have a good poker face.
So, Chrissy, how do you think our chefs did?
You guys definitely opened my eyes up to a lot of new flavors and a lot of new experiences, and I thank you for that.
So, who was one of our least favorites?
Chad, I'm sorry. I think for me, the orange is a little bit bitter with the halibut, so it just definitely kind of threw me. The next one would be Philip's tuna crudo. Although I loved the peaches on the bottom, it just didn't feel datey to me. Another was Carl's milkshake. And while it was delicious, it just didn't seem to, really compare to what the other chefs had done.
Sure.
Who do you think did well?
Definitely one of our favorites was Jason's carrot dish. It really stood out as something very flavorful.
I loved the char on everything. I heart that char.
Thank you.
Another one of our favorites was Isaac's chicken ballantine. I'm a chicken skin girl. For me, that's a date food. And I think next, Giselle's pork stuffed date. Your date was showcased fantastically in it. and it was just really simple and flavorful.
Thank you.
All right, Chrissy, who is the winner of our date quickfire?
It's definitely one of the best date dishes I've ever had, and the winner is Jason.
Wow. Thank you. Thanks very much.
This is my first win. It really came at a great time, especially after not feeling comfortable with this environment. So I'm really happy about that. It just helps me relax a little bit. Finally, these people are looking at me and seeing, oh, okay, he's got chops.
Congratulations, Jason.
Thanks very much.
Immunity!